Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Peyton Kalk. I'm currently pursuing an associate's in science with the ultimate goal to get my law degree. I am kind of getting a late start on that as I turn 40 this year. I know I don't look it, but yes, I turned 40 this year. An interesting little tidbit of information about me is I used to be a fully licensed aerobatic pilot, and the only reason I'm not doing that anymore is because 8 years ago I was put into a wheelchair, and through the grace of God and a lot of physical therapy, I'm no longer in a wheelchair. However, I can't stand for long periods of time, so you'll have to forgive me for doing this presentation sitting down. My goal out of this course was to get better at listening and get better at being in front of people. I'm already decent in front of people, but I wanted to refine that. And I quickly found out through my studies in this course that I am a terrible listener. My favorite chapter throughout units 1 and 2 is definitely chapter 7, and that's the chapter on active listening. My favorite part of the chapter was the 5 common listening functions. There's listening to comprehend, and that is to understand what you're being presented with. There's listening to discern, and that's to focus on distinguishing one sound from another. This is where if you were concerned that somebody was mad at you, you would take the way they're talking and the sound of their voice to figure that out. That's your discerning. There's listening to analyze, and that's carefully evaluating the message that you're being presented with. There's listening to appreciate. That's just simply enjoying the sights and sounds around you and just expressing your appreciation. And most importantly, to me, there's listening to support, and that would be if a friend lost a family member or something like that. That's listening to them talk about that and supporting them through that. My least favorite chapter was also chapter 7, as chapter 7 showed me just how horrible of a listener I really am. And the reason that is because of the 5-step process for listening. I didn't know there was a process for listening at all. And I'm going to present you with the 5-step listening process as it was presented to me. First step is receiving. This is critical because if you can't see or hear the person, you can't receive the information. If you can't listen, if you can't see or hear. Attending is the second step. Attending is devoting your attention to the person that is speaking to you. You got to limit your multitasking. You got to take away outside factors to make sure that you are there 100%. The third step is understanding, and this is making sure you fully get what you're being presented with, fully get what the person is saying to you. Next is responding. Responding, this is where you convey your attention and show the person that you are paying attention to them. Paraphrase what they said to make sure that you were truly there. And the last step in the 5-step process is recalling. And this is where you judge the effectiveness of how well you were listening based on your ability to recall all the information that you were presented with and repeat it. During an argument, like when two people are arguing with each other and somebody's like, were you even listening to me? This is that time. This is when you recall all everything that they said to you. And that is why I loved and hated chapter 7. And I truly feel like I got a lot out of this course. I got everything that I wanted to get out of this course. And I thank you very much for taking your time to listen to me, and have a great day.